Hello guys, it's me Mercy, and welcome to Beans Productions, and I'm here to give you guys another video. I just reread the entire Fishman Island arc, and something came to my mind. Hody Jones is truly an evil son of a gun, and a worse person than the likes of the Flamingo, Kaido, and even Rob Lucci. I know that Duffy has committed more atrocities, but this video I'm going to do right now isn't about who committed the worst crimes, but rather who is the worst as a person. And no, I will not include the Celestial Dragons, Orochi, and expand that into this, since they're their own different level of scumbaggery. So, I'm going to explain why Hody Jones is a much more evil character than the other major One Piece villains. Before we begin, do not forget to leave a like in this video, subscribe to my channel for more, and press the bell for notifications when my videos comes out. Also, please share this video with your fellow friends and One Piece fans so they can watch my content. Without further ado, let's begin. I will talk about two reasons as to why Hody Jones is the most evil One Piece villain, which are his lack of empathy for his own race and the lack of substance for his own hatred for humans. To do all of this, I will compare him to another certain character with similar qualities as Hody, Arlong. Arlong and Hody are very similar characters. They both have an intense hatred of humans. Both invade a certain island to act as the ruler, while mistreating the humans, and they are both fishmen. But what makes Hody Jones even worse than Arlong is that Hody has no problems attacking or even killing his own kind if they disagree with his views. That includes his own crew. For example, when the Straw Hats show how strong they have become, a lackey of Hody's crew states that the Straw Hat pirates are too strong, and that takes Hody off, reprimanding him for saying that a human is strong while holding the poor dude by the throat. Luckily, he only throws him to the ground, but you can tell that he could have killed that lackey if he felt like it. Arlong, on the other hand, would have never done this. Sure, in the Otohime Pass, he clashed with Jinbei and even Fisher Tiger, but he never outright hurt them to the point of desiring to kill them. Even in the Arlong Park arc, he showed genuine concern and care for Hachi and the other members of his crew when the Straw Hats were harming them. That's something that separates Hody from Arlong. And another thing that makes both of these guys different is that one suffered their racism and discrimination from humans, while the other did not. Arlong was part of the Fisher Tiger's crew, and of course many Marines were after them. He truly saw how horrible humans can be, especially when the crew rescued Fisher Tiger and saw how traumatized he was from his time as a slave. Arlong got also beaten the hell up by Kizaru and looked down upon. So you can't deny that Arlong did go through a lot of suffering, which can justify his hatred of humans. This is a completely different case with Hody Jones. The dude did not get to leave the discrimination and racism from humans. The reason he became this crazy hater is because he grew up in an environment where fishermen were constantly talking about how terrible humans are. Hody is an empty shell of senseless hatred. In the Fishman Island arc, Fukaboshi puts it perfectly when talking about Hody Jones and his crew's hatred for humans. This hatred they wield is entirely void of any kind of experience and will. Hody is entirely empty. There is no substance within him. This is really bad, since it means that all of his actions throughout the arc are just driven by this hatred from his environment. He is basically a mindless creature who wants to punish everyone, including his own species. Hell, he doesn't even know he's fighting for. He's just insane. That's what makes him worse than Arlong. And now to compare Hody with Donquixote Doflamingo, since people will obviously tell me that Doffy is far more evil than him. I completely agree that Flamingo is an evil motherfucker who did a lot of terrible things. But he has a couple of redeeming qualities that makes him not as bad as Hody. first of all, Doffy cares about his crew to a certain extent. Like they are his only family he has left, and will care for them in his own twisted way. For example, in the Punk Hazard arc, Doffy left Rosa and went to Punk Hazard just because Monette was in danger or she was going to die. If Doffy was pure evil, he could have just laughed it off and stayed in his throne. But no, he sensed that something is wrong with Monette and abandoned his throne to get revenge on those who hurt her. Another thing that makes Doffy not a purely evil character is that he had a tragic backstory and went through a lot of suffering as a kid. Sure, he was very bratty since he grew up in Marijoa and wanted slaves, but he was just a kid who had a lot of wealth and prestige, and of course, that can turn anyone into a spoiled brat. But let's also remember that Doffy loved his sickly mother, and Homie's decision to live in the surface cost them dearly, since he stated that they were celestial dragons to the whole town. And since these are completely hated around the world for the cruelty, the town got so angry and crucified all of them. This of course affected Doffy, and you can't deny that Doffy suffered a lot here. That's why I think Doffy is not as bad as Hody. In conclusion, Hody Jones is definitely the most evil villain in all of One Piece, and one that was truly irredeemable. So that is all I got for today, guys. So, do you like this video? Do you agree with most of the points I made? Who do you think is the most evil One Piece character? Comments down below and let me know. Do not forget to leave a like in this video and subscribe to my channel for more content. Also, please watch my other videos and interact with them. I will really appreciate it. This was Mercy from Beans Productions, and I see you guys in the next video. Au revoir.